G'day everyone, Pilot here, and welcome to Red Dawn, the single mission by Reflected Simulations for the F-4 Phantom. Welcome to Finland, 1984. We've just taken off from the Vuoji, the secret road base Vuoji, just north of Rovaniemi. Apologies for pronunciations. Because a Soviet cruise missile has just flattened Frankfurt this morning at about 0830. This was the US military's heavily fortified center of gravity, as Frankfurt was seen as the gateway to Europe in the event that the Soviets came rushing through the Fulda Gap, the much feared Cold War scenario. So at the moment, basically every Western country on the planet is under lockdown, under martial law, in preparation for a full-scale nuclear exchange. Intel suggests that a Kilo-class submarine launched the cruise missile near Murmansk, so it is time to retaliate and show the Soviets that we are not afraid to use our nuclear weapons in kind. And that's where we come in. We all sign Hate 1, and we are loaded up with some Sparrows, some Sidewinders, some external fuel pods, a jammer pod, as well as one nuclear bomb. And we are going to lob it straight into the Murmansk submarine base. So the plan is we're going to infiltrate solo across the Soviet border at treetop level.
Nails on our nose, 12 o'clock. And nails, 10 o'clock.
Yeah, that was poorly timed. So yeah, we're going to infiltrate at treetop level, do our best to remain undetected. Because the naval shipyard is heavily defended by the Soviet IADs and two fighter bases that are nearby. So yeah, staying low, name of the game, treetop level. Once we're in, we'll hit the Taloma River at waypoint 1 and follow that all the way up to checkpoint 4. And that's when we'll snap to our IP and commence our loft bombing. Assuming we survived the IADs, the AAA, the fighters, the blast of the nuclear weapon, we will then skedaddle back home as fast as we can. Now, unfortunately, in DCS we don't actually have nuclear weapons modeled in in the sim, so we'll just have to use our imaginations for the blast. But I still think it's going to be interesting to see how this kind of thing would have been done on the day in the event that this that this would have had to have been done. So
Chainsaw, Toxic 5-1 is on station as flagged. Chainsaw copy, music on. Toxic 5-1, music on.
So Toxic 5-1 I think is an F-15. That is actually probably the thing that's pinging us at the moment. And he's going to be doing some standoff jamming for us. I know there's also an AWACS up and about, and that's probably that other contact off to the left on the RWR. So I don't think the game is up just yet. Speaking of remaining undetected, we should probably turn the radar off into standby, because we don't want to let everybody know that we're coming.
We'll go.
And I might turn the jammer on as we cross the border. Other than that, we are 77 miles out from our first waypoint, so let's get to it. Oh, and also, by the way, the sunglasses, the aviator sunglasses for the Phantom pilot, they're bugged at the moment. You can't use them. It's unplayable. Sorry. I was sitting on the ramp like, where the hell is the keybind for the frigging glasses? I don't want to take off without my glasses. No, they're legitimately bugged. They're unusable at the moment. I can't, like... What are we doing, ED? Come on. Well, that'd be heat blow, wouldn't it? Heat blow, get your act together.
All players, SA-10 active at depot 150.
Oh, goody. I have a feeling that might be the first of many SAM systems that are coming online.
Alright, we're in bad guy country now. Let's fence in and get to the weeds. I've set the angle and the timer. Check center station selected. Select bombs, arming, quantity to single, loft delivery.
Roger that. I'm not going to go too far into the arming procedure because we will need to ditch our drop tanks before we do anything too dramatic. I'm up the gun just in case. Nose to tail. Sure, we can go that far. Get the weapon selected. Down to loft. Nose and tail. We want bombs. Gunsight air to ground. Yeah, we can do that when we get there. And single selection.
Chainsaw to all players. Second SA-10 awake at depot. 360 for 25.
Goodie. Right, I think we are set, so we'll just need to remember to do the master arm, and we'll have to select the weapon station when we get there. After we ditch the tanks, of course. Yeah, we just crossed into the Finnish border, about 25 miles away from the river. Well, starting to bomb them out. I had it cruising along very nicely just before in max conserve, just because I want as much gas as possible.
We have a friendly Eagle, 12 o'clock high, 5 miles.
Just trying to keep that AOA directly on in between 7 and 8. It's where apparently the max conserve likes to be. Going a little bit fast. But it's going to be game time pretty soon. Should be seeing a river coming into view very shortly.
There's the south arm of the lake. Let's follow it northeast. Stay low.
Copy that. Switch over
Roger.
to ground mode. I'm going to bump up the speed a bit. We've conserved our gas as much as we can. We're going to need a bit of speed going through here. I'm going to turn on my jammer as well.
Copy that.
So that's a very small lake. We want a river. There we go. Alright, 400 knots is where I'm going to try and keep it.
Next turn point is updated.
Thank you, Jester. Alright, I'm going to try and stick to the river as much as possible, just using the terrain to mask. Try and be mindful of our speed. 400 knots is a good speed. I don't want to be going any faster because it'll just be wasting fuel. So we're going to need as much gas as we can for the run out. Now, I don't know if I should turn my jammer on now. I mean, I have, but I kind of assume if we're flying along a river, we're going to be flying past some sort of shore rad, more like shore rad stuff. So I figure maybe it'll make it harder for them to get a lock before we just boom past them. I don't know if that's the right call, but that's what I'm doing. That's just the F-15 or the AWACS behind me. It's all good. Where does this go? Over here. If I take a wrong turn, it's going to be embarrassing. Yes, two very sneaky boys in the Phantom.
Why does this goddamn river have so many bends?
Yeah, I know, right? Bit high, bit high. 24 miles to our next checkpoint. I think that'll be the halfway mark, I think. Yeah, just about. IWR is being mercifully quiet. I'm sure that won't change. I've blown past 400 knots. Ooh, wait. It's a really weird quirk in the Phantom. Adding gas actually pitches you downward, which is the complete reverse in every other jet that I know of. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'll put a bit of speed on it. Like, oh yeah, you want to drive directly into the water, don't you? About so we coming up on waypoint 2. So I think that little edge of that shoreline there is waypoint 2. Whoa. Just a casual 50 feet off the deck. IWR is still pretty quiet. Pretty happy with that so far. We're good. Take my eyes off for 2 seconds and I gain 300 feet of altitude. Great. Is there a boat or something over there? Imagine just being a random Russian fisherman and you just see a Phantom scream past overhead. It's like, huh. He probably hasn't even heard the news. Waypoint 2 coming up 1 mile. We should be switching over pretty soon.
The next turn point is in.
Let's go.
Shit, SA-8, close.
Oh, fuck.
Take it down, take it down. It's probably over the water somewhere. That sumbitch is amphibious.
I'm gonna put some gas on. Flares out. Was that the friggin' SA-8 that I just looked at before? So no, it wasn't a random Russian fisherman, it was an actual SAM crew. Not a fan of that at all. Alright, we're clear of that. Let's... I don't want to... that's triple
Mud, 11 o'clock.
Whoa.
AAA.
How did I gain so much altitude? Shit. Where's the river gone? I'm gonna have to cut across the land. God, it's so easy to just gain hundreds of feet of altitude so quickly.
Alright, let's follow this river until waypoint 4, then we snap 020 for the IP, which is a hammer-shaped lake. Check master arm on. Got it.
Where's this river? "20 miles till waypoint 4, then that's our IP. Getting a couple of blips here and there, just start bumping it up. How we doing on fuel? We've still got fuel in our tanks. I'm gonna need to remember to ditch these fuel tanks before we do anything. I think we may have just run dry on the fuel tanks. Need to give it a minute to see if it'll refresh or not. Yep, they're dry. Alright, fuel tanks. Alright, let's select center station. Ooh, okay, flying past actual... actual infrastructure now. Oh my god. Alright, quick double check. Tail, nose tails selected, centers selected. We don't need the fuel tanks anymore. Loft is selected. Bomb selected. Single. And it'll just be master arm once we hit the final turn. I guess I should probably talk about what toss swimming is. So the idea is that you fly low level over an IP, you press and hold the pickle button for a predetermined countdown time that is calculated by the guy in the back. And then a tone will sound at the correct time, in which case you will pull up until the bomb releases, and then you complete your little loop, and then you can leave. And the idea is that the bomb will get thrown in a long ballistic arc and land hopefully on its target.
Watch the power lines.
Under or over? Under. So we'll turn, as we make landfall at checkpoint 4, we'll, I think that's that bit of land over there.
Mud on our nose, 12 o'clock. AAA.
Okay, here's the bend in the river. Snap 020 for the IP. 550 knots. Look for the hammer-shaped lake behind the ridgeline. Get ready.
Gas on.
Don't fuck it up, man.
Yep, not fucking it up.
Roger.
That's 500 knots there. Over the ridgeline, you said? A little bit more gas. That's 550. So over the ridgeline.
IP coming up. Press and hold the pickle button as we overfly the hammerhead. Then hit 21 seconds to pull up.
Is that it?
Roger.
That's it there. Alright, as we overfly.
That's it. Hold it and wait for the pull-up tone. Then it's pull 4 Gs. Wings level.
So when we get the tone, we pull up. Oh boy, that's an entire city we're about to nuke. Pulling up. 4 Gs.
Pickle.
And we're going full burn. Chap, chap, chap. Let's get out of here. Oh, let's put the blasters on.
Let's get the hell out
Let's
of
not
here.
look at the flash.
Keep the
Let's get
burners
out of
in.
here.
We've got to get away from the blast.
Sure do. Going down.
Roger.
Chaff, 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 chaff. I am become death. Something like that. That's what he said, right? Destroyer of worlds, that's right. Jeff. We are out of here. Man, if I could, I'd turn the mirrors off, because I imagine... Oh, fuck me.
God damn it, I can't see a thing.
Reflected, you prick.
Oh, Jesus!
There's the goggles, they do nothing. Jeff.
One passing Iron Throne. Say again, Iron Throne, egressing west.
Whoop.
Chainsaw copies Iron Throne, green west.
Yep, cool, I'm out of here. I do not want to get shot down after nuking a place that would be the most vicious torture and execution in history. I'm gonna burn down to about, I don't know, 6,000 pounds, and then we'll see how we look. Seeing a lot of AAA.
Mud, 12 o'clock.
Yeah, no, they are not happy. Lots of AAA emplacements. I'm gonna see if I can just get around them a bit. Yeah, 6,000 pounds coming up very quickly. Master arm off, center station off. I'm up the
all players,
missiles if we need to.
From Chicago, tracking north.
Alright, that's 6,000 pounds. 45 miles away, we got bandits inbound. Alright. They can try and catch me. I don't know if they will. I can't burn all the way home, unfortunately. Yeah, we are leaving them in the dust, I think. Yeah, we're good.
Go ahead, Chainsaw. We have a pop-up bandit blackjack. Keep it 0060, 5,000, climbing northwest. He just took off from Seattle, possibly with a nuclear look. Chainsaw recommends commit. 8-1, committing your call.
Depot 200.
If he's climbing northwest, that means he's heading straight for the States. Better catch him, man. Roger.
Let's get the radar on. Systems... No, hang on. Radar.
Welcome.
AOX
a new bogey, left 25 degrees, 12 miles, 7,500.
Yeah, I would like him, please.
Yes, sir.
Nice
Lock
one.
bandit.
No, oh. Box. one. Nope, why not? I haven't turned the friggin' continuous wave on. Shit. Oh no, it was on. I don't know. Sidewinders, let's go.
We have a bandit, TU-160, 12 o'clock, 7 miles.
Switch to head air mode. Hey buddy, what's up? Box 2, blackjack. Box 2.
Box 2.
Bandit is down.
Is he though? It is A2 sidewinders, he's still there. Or is he falling? Alright, oh there he is. No? There he is. Are you gonna die, mate, or what? Have I got any more sidewinders left? Yes, I do, because it's growling, right. Box 2. Switch to the gun. Ah, he's gone down. Alright, we need to leave still.
Chainsaw, 8-1, splash and blackjack, RTB.
No, we're not going back that
Chainsaw
way.
copy, Dipshire clean. Great work today, gentlemen. Text code available, waypoint 6 if you guys need gas. 8-1. A cold beer is what I need, or maybe something warmer.
Go to next turn point, please. That's an SA8, and I just overflew. Yeah, taking AAA. That is a sidewinder, all on me. Yeah, don't think so, mate. Kinda glad I was going pretty quick when I accidentally stumbled across that SA8. And they really wanted to kill me. I think we are home clear at this point. But I love the Meteor soundtrack.
We're 20 miles from the road base. Let's land, refuel, and get the hell out of this place. Just don't fuck it up.
Copy that.
Have some faith, man.
Fuck it up. So about 23 miles out. Should be on the other side of that mountain. Meantime, let's get ourselves set up. 225 mils. I see it all the way up. Alright, 9 miles out, let's cut power and start getting the gear down. 250 knots. That. Flaps and slats. Trim. You know what? You know what's wrong? It's because my weapon selector is in the wrong... Oh no. No, it's... Yeah, here we go. Oop, wrong button. There we go. That's better. I was just like, the reticle's not in the right spot. Right. Let's see if we can fix this. Getting pushed to the left. I'll have to come right a bit. Getting pushed very left. All right, drag shoot.
Yeah, if the runway was red, you'd be the butter.
Thanks, Jester. That's awfully nice of you. Scritch. Ooh. That's not good. Should we try... Should we not be here? I mean, I don't have the fuel to go anywhere. I've got 1,500 pounds. Oh, fuck me! Shit, fuck. Thanks, Reflected. I shit my pants. Far out. That actually made me jump. Well, it seems like the Ruskies got their own little airstrike in. Their own little nuclear strike in. Damn. Nuclear Armageddon, guys. Game over, man. Game over. Alright, that is going to be it for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. That was an awesome mission. Everything that I love about DCS. Infiltrating low level, flying through tree tops, flying through rivers, doing a wacky kind of bombing run that I've never done before with the loft bombing. Very cool stuff. And yeah, a little fun on the way out. Yeah, that was awesome. Right. Yeah. Thanks for watching. I hope don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring all the bells. And I hope to see you in the next one. Catch you around.